guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I think I'm going to keep it simple. I feel like every time I come with like a really specific plan and I'm going to film, everything goes to shit. So I think I'm gonna keep it simple. The last two times that I rode in the arena, especially the last time, Valentina was just a brat. I did film and stuff, but then I don't know, the part that I wanted to film, I guess I didn't. It was a mess. I was super frustrated. Like that day I got up super early, get to the barn early. But it was just a shit show. So I was super disappointed. I kind of like do some self-reflection and I'm like, okay, let's not do too much. I don't want to overdo it. I'm gonna keep it really simple today. My goal is just to have like 2 trot poles like spaced out, and I want to trot over them and I want to canter over them, and that's it. We're gonna work on our gaits. We're gonna do our little warm-up routine, 10 minutes of walk, probably 10 minutes of walk trot, and then we're gonna work on those 2 trot poles, and that's it. And today I am going to use my martingale because last time she was nuts. She was throwing her head up in the air like crazy. It was like the first time I got her and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I'm gonna use the breastplate with the martingale today. It's pretty early. It's 7:52 right now. I'm waiting for my friend Lillian. She's gonna ride with me today, and I'm just hoping we're gonna have a good ride. I have my GoPro. I'm gonna film with the GoPro. My expectations are very low. I don't want to be like super pumped up and be like, yeah, we're gonna have such a great session. I'm hoping we're gonna have a great session because I feel like we have 1 good and then 3, 4, 5 bad and then 1 good. So very low expectation for today. I just want to have fun. I just want to enjoy Valentina and hopefully she feels good. Still waiting for my farrier. He's being completely booked up and she's like overdue for her shoes and her trim. So hopefully she'll do great and we'll see. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Let's go. Sweetheart, I have missed you. I've missed you.
No, it's Zeus. You know Zeus.
So I did not film my warm-up session, guys, because it tends to be a little bit boring. But here we did our 10-minute walk and then we already started trotting. So I was doing my little walk trot transition around the arena on both hands.
And walk. Walk. Good girl. Good girl, Valley. Good girl.
And at this point, Valentina was doing pretty good. I was like, okay, the martingale is actually working. So she was behaving, at least for our warm-up.
And trot. Trot.
So the reason why I do this exercise almost every time is because her trot is pretty fast. So I really want her to learn how to control her speed. So we go along the fence here. She was having a really hard time. So I was putting a lot of inside leg on and using my outside rein. And then sometime we make it a little bit longer before we go back to a walk. But you can see my friend Lillian over there. So we were kind of like following the same path during this part of the warm-up in the arena.
Should we just follow Lillian? I'm just following you. Oh, broke gate.
So here I wanted to keep her at a trot while doing the circle. She broke gait. It's fine. It was mostly my fault. Should have a little bit more leg, better hand placement, but that's okay. So we went and we did that circle at a walk, and then we got back on the trot just following Lillian, just to have a little bit more space in between the 2 horses, because like he said, Valentina doesn't like to get close to other horses. So we kept on going, and then I wanted to trot a little bit more and then kind of use the diagonal of the arena to change hand. So here we're going along the fence. She was a bit distracted. It's before breakfast. A lot of the horses were out. So here we're taking the diagonal and then changing hand. Her trot is smooth, and then she tripped once, 2, 3 times, and at this point, like right here, we kind of almost fell.
Did you see her? Did you see how bad she tripped?
No, I did not see that.
That was like,
Bad trip?
yeah, 4 in a row. Yeah, and Belle cannot fit me in for an appointment, so she's overdue for her trim too.
So after she tripped, I let her walk, you know, just for a little bit. And then we were almost done with our little trot walk, and she felt honestly pretty good. She was listening. She wasn't like throwing her head up in the air like a psycho, but so yeah, we kept on doing that, controlling her speed. That's the main goal here, because I don't want her to run away from me when I'm asking her for a trot. So she was being a really good girl. I was very pleased with her at this point, you know, of our session and our little workout. Also, during this little exercise, at first we were doing one side of the fence at a walk and then the longer side at a trot. Now I've been increasing because she's getting used to it. So we do one small and long at a trot, and then we do another long one at a walk. And honestly, guys, it's been really helping. Sometime if I don't walk like my 10 minutes, she'll be like really excited and she'll just go. But by doing that for 10 minutes, I swear every time after that, when we pick up the trot, usually her trot is pretty smooth and she has like a really good pace. I don't feel like I have to pause like every half second. So kudos on her because she's been doing really good.
And walk. Good girl. Good job.
So here we changed direction. We were about to do a canter on the right lead, and I figure might as well go over those trot pole at a walk. I like to do that before we actually start trotting or even cantering over them. That's just the way I've been doing things with her, because trot poles and stuff and like flat work in general was just really new to her, because she was only ridden Western before I got her. So it's always a good thing for her to see those trot pole before we even attempt to do anything with those. And she did okay-ish. She was having a hard time staying like center, but still a work in progress.
Good girl. Good job, Valley. We're not gonna start pulling.
So here we picked up the canter, and you're gonna see she tripped, and I was like, she tripped, I lost the stirrup, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna fall. There, she tripped. So I just stopped and walked her.
She had a massive trip. I was like, this is it, we're going down. No, I thought I was gonna go down. She was like, boom.
So here we picked up the canter again, and I just wanted to make a big circle. So she did cut that corner, which she always does. So I was like, okay, let's do like a really big circle, and she felt really unbalanced, and I just stopped. Like I was like, it doesn't feel right. Her canter is usually like very smooth, but yeah, it felt really choppy. So I was like, I'm not gonna push it. Better go back to a walk, and then walk for a little bit, and then ask for the canter again. And again, you know, she cut that corner, so I wasn't satisfied with that anyway. So I just decided to do a big circle right there. And then we just changed lead. She was doing good. I was just really trying to take it easy and not to push her like too much, especially because she tripped a few times. So readjusting my rein right here. It was also a good way for us to work on our walk canter transition and trot canter transition. So here we're picking up the left canter, and then we're gonna go over those pole. And then this one was not center at all, but she did really good. And here, she broke gait back to a trot, at least not a walk, so that was good. But she did go over it, so that was pretty good on her part.
So guys, it's okay. It was very choppy. She almost did not go over the first pole, and then obviously she broke gait. It was partially my fault. I needed to put a little bit more leg, and my hands were not as, you know, like I like to have it wide and down to give them less room to like run away from me. but it's okay. Plus she's off today, so I mean, it's okay. We're gonna try again. That's okay, baby. And I didn't put fly spray on her face, so let's see if we can pick up.
So we picked up the canter again. I always try to pick up the canter like in a corner, so especially when we're on the left, because she has a tendency on picking up the wrong lead. And here, totally my fault. I'm like, what the heck are you doing, Alex? Like, I was not center. We could have gone over this one, but then at last minute, I just was like, no, we're not center. I do not want to do that. So let's go again.
That's okay, baby. That's okay. You did good. Yes, you did really good.
So this time I was like, let's do those 2 trot pole at a trot. And so looking at my distances and where I needed to turn, and she actually did really good, and she was really centered, and I was super, super proud of her for that.
What a good girl you are. And walk. That was really good. Yes. Good girl, Valley. Good girl. I know that's a lot for you, but you did good. Good job. We're getting better at the walk canter transition on this side. She actually does pretty good. No. Hey.
So we changed direction so we could do the same trot pole, but this time on the right hand. And she's always struggling, and most of the time the first try she break gate every time.
Always on this side.
So as you guys saw, she did break gate. We did not even attempt to go to the other one because she went back to a walk. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna go around. So I decided to pick up the trot right away. And just to do those again, you know, practice makes it better. Here she was being totally sassy, pulling on the rein and being like, I am done. I just want to go and have some breakfast. So I was just readjusting my rein, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna give up, and we're gonna go over those poles no matter what. And I mean, Valentina has a strong personality. She's really sweet, but like you can see, she was really fighting me on that one. But she did go over this one, so I was very happy. We weren't centered enough to go over the second pole, and that's why we did not go over the other pole. Then we changed direction again, and Lillian was also doing those trot pole with her horse Zeus, and then timing was perfect. She was done in turn, so we went over the pole again, and she was center-ish. She was more center on that one. She did really good and did not break gate. I put a lot of leg on, make sure my hands were in the right position, and she did really good, and she was even center after going over those poles, so that was really good. Here she was totally being a jerk. I wanted to pick up a canter, and then she started drifting to the side, so I was like, ma'am, no, we're not gonna do this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some soreness tomorrow in my arm, because I swear sometime I feel like it's a fight. Like if she's not in the mood, I really have to be super strict with her. So we changed direction again, and I'm not letting her get away with it. So we picked up the trot right away to go over the trot pole, and let's see how she does on that one. She actually did pretty good. She did not break gate, and then we were able to go over this one almost at a trot, but of course she decided to stop. She was like, this one is looking at me funny. I'm just gonna stop. I'm not gonna go over it at trot.
You did good. At least you did the first one. Yeah. I know, you see all the horses. They were gonna go eat breakfast. It's gonna be your turn, I promise.
Here we did a beautiful walk canter transition. As you can see, I was super happy with that. We've been working on it. She's getting pretty good at this transition on this hand. But of course, she's like, yeah, let me cut that corner. So I'm literally fighting with her
and putting a lot of inside leg, outside rein to keep her along the fence. But God, I mean, you have to remember, they are very powerful animals. So she was being a sassy pants, picking up the canter on the other lead, and she was doing really good. And I was like, okay, let's go over them at a canter, since we were doing really good at a trot. Wasn't really center, but she did really good on that one. She started coughing right before going over the yellow one, and I wanted to stop her because I was like, girl, like he cannot be coughing like that. So she bumped one of her front hoof, and I felt so bad. But after that, we walked a little bit, and then our session was over, and it started to get really hot anyway, so it was time to go.
Are we gonna go graze? You are one sweaty beast.
Yes, ma'am. It's time for a bath.
Is it time for a bath?
She's like, Mom, what's my treat?
Mwah. Alright, so I have, oh damn, with the flash, my little gloves. Here it's a stack of HEBA cleanse to cleaner, and of course everything fell on the floor. And we're gonna do mane detangler and shampoo because I am trying to bathe her once a week. So yeah, I try to bathe her once a week to help with the rain rot and everything, and we exercise and she sweats, so oh my god, I am drenched in sweats. But today was a good session. I'm pretty pleased. Gonna get our hose. I'm not gonna open it till I am ready. Have to drag it. Oh. But yeah, it was overall a good session. I can definitely tell that she really needs to have her feet done. It is not a lack of me trying. Like I say, I have been out of town. My fairy has been out of town. Then every time I'm trying to schedule, he's like, I'm completely full. So the good thing is that this week, today was the only time I rode her. We kept it pretty short. It did not overdo it, I think. I am really glad that my expectations were low because I think we did pretty good. Like I say, take your win, guys. I swear I say that in every videos I'm filming. But yeah, she did good going over those poles for the most part. We canter over it. That was good. The last time she was coughing, she bumped her foot. I felt terrible. She wouldn't stop. I hope she's not gonna get like, I mean, if she gets just a tiny bruise, that's fine, but I hopefully no more than that. So we'll see. I'm gonna take her for some grazing before I bathe her. There. She's all sparkling clean. Oh, do some hay. Time for her breakfast. But her mane is growing back right here. Her coat has been looking so much better. And I'm pretty sure that once I put her on supplement, it's gonna look even better. She's excited for her breakfast. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our video. And we will see you next time. Bye!